Welcome y'all to part 3 of how to get a larger refund. We want to put all the items of the first 2 videos together, and today we're actually going to tell you how to get a larger refund through deductions and credits. Let's go. Now we're going to put together the first 2 videos that we did, and in this video what we're going to go over is how to get a larger refund through deductions and credits. Now before we begin, thanks for staying with me. I know the first 2 videos could be a lot of information to kind of take in, but we wanted to make these short and digestible so it's easier to grasp. Just a reminder for everyone to subscribe now. We want to put more content just like this to educate yourself for financial abundance. And in this case, to make money, keep money, and grow money. And of course, in this video, it's all about how to keep your money. So quick review. On our past video, what we did is teach you what a W-4 is, how your employer used it to provide a tax withhold. And the withholding, again, is the money they take from your paycheck and they pay that to the government. At the end of the year, you were provided with a W-2 so you could file your taxes. The W-2 might also provide some other deductions that help lower your gross income. This new end of the year total is your adjusted gross income. Less income reported means less taxes you have to pay. And then when you file your taxes, there may be additional deductions and credits related to how much you have to pay in taxes, and that's determined by the tax bracket. The tax bracket deductions work directly on your taxable income. So with a lower taxable income means you owe less taxes. You'll have less tax liability. And there's various ways in order to get deductions. Student loans, charity, medical expenses, business expenses, along with home mortgage interest. And I touched base on this too. There's different ways to get your deductions as well. There's your standard and your itemized. The government provides a standardized deduction. A standard deduction is based on your filing status. If you consider that you're single, married, head of household, married, filing jointly, there is a standard deduction for each respective filing status. And that may change every year. You can choose to itemize your deductions. Naturally, you want to take the larger of the deductions. Why? Because that's going to decrease your income. You want a lower income, so you pay less taxes, at least on paper. After you deduct either the standard or the itemized, what your total now is your adjusted gross income, also known as an AGI. This AGI is now what is used towards that tax bracket to see what you owe to the government. Now there's this other layer of what you could do to reduce what you have to pay to the government, and that's through credits. Credits work on a one-to-one dollar basis. Some examples of credits that are provided is the Earned Income Tax Credit, American Opportunity Tax Credit, the Premium Tax Credit. Those are for people who purchase their health insurance through the marketplace. Lifetime Learning Credit, those are for people, that's for the government to promote higher education expenses. There's also Savers Credit. If you contributed to a tax advantage retirement account, such as an IRA or 401(k), wasn't reported through your employer. To summarize, there's 2 different ways to reduce your tax liability and to get a larger refund. And that's through deductions and through credits. Deductions work to lower your income through a standard or itemized deduction. And credits work to reduce your tax liability. And that's a one-to-one dollar value. And that summarizes how to get a larger refund. Now we utilize these examples for regular W-2 workers, but there's other layers to this. If you own a business, or you have certain practices, or if you own real estate or other investments, but that's beyond this video, and that's something that I will teach you as we go through this process. Investments in businesses or in real estate are another layer of how to grow your money. And because of those behaviors, the government and IRS provides incentives in forms of credits and deductions. This is a journey that we'll go through as you make money, keep money, and grow your money. If you have a standard filing, there's pretty much a chance that you don't have to pay any cost to file or e-file your tax filing. And that's through many resources. There's Tax Act, H&R Block. In my personal opinion, and in just my personal experience, really, I have no preference, but I've utilized H&R Block in the past to file a standard tax filing or business filing. But since then, I moved over to Tax Act since they provided a little bit more better guidance on their interface. That makes it easier to utilize incentives and tax strategies. I highly recommend that you find one that works for you. In addition, I also recommend that spend the time. If you're doing like tax filing and know it could be overwhelming, use 2 different ones to see which one provides you the best guidance that you can understand. Each one may fit a better purpose for you. And at the end, you could also validate your refund or your tax liability. So that concludes this series of how to get a larger refund. I hope you enjoyed the content that I provided, and I hope you learned a little bit more on how to keep money as part of our Make Money, Keep Money growing strategy. I just want to remind you to subscribe now so I can provide you more content that is relatable and also keep growing your financial abundance. I want to say thank you again for listening in, and you'll hear more of how to make money, keep money, and grow money. Thank you.